Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Crusader Kings Dawn of the Vikings. I am of course Revvenge, and today we are going to play some more Svithjod, where last time we finally got our sweet revenge on Sjaelland. The only problem is when is this sweet revenge going to go sour, because right now we just have too much land, and if we die too soon, and we're already 47, our character is Sigurdur. He is already 47, so he might die soon, and if that happens right now, we don't have the money to get a higher title, and yeah, if he dies, we're in trouble. Oh god, my wife is pregnant yet again. At least it's good to know everything still works. She's 28. Was that my first wife? I think so. She was very young. So yeah, right now we need 308 gold. We don't have that much. However, I'm thinking that what we could do, I believe that if we take some more land that belongs to Sweden, it might be that it becomes cheaper, I'm not sure. So if we look at the Jur Kingdoms again, right now the only thing we're missing is these two and these two. So we could take a gamble. And do we have this one? No, we don't. So do we have any boats? That's the first thing. No, we don't. So we can't get over here right now. He has 700 men. Hold on, this might be important. My lovely young wife, Alfhilder, has expressed her boredom several times in several ingenious ways. What would that be like? The court is boring, hunting is boring, embroidery is boring, her ladies in waiting are boring, and she wants to make the boredom go away. Fine, I'll humor you. Which gives me a -2 in everything until next year, and she likes me better. Or honey, I have obligations I must take care of, in which case she befriends a courtier. Well, she's been unfaithful before, so that's possible, but on the other hand, what can really go wrong? She's an adulteress anyway, I don't care. Let her befriend the courtier. It's fine. Does she have any friends? Doesn't look like it. The only downside is that it becomes easier to kill me. So these guys, they don't like me, which is obvious. And that's mainly because of short reign, which means that they feel I've been king of this nation for not too long, and that's correct because they are recent additions. So I'm just right now still debating whether I should do this, because I believe that the price of the title goes down if I get more of the land. On the other hand, we're going up reasonably fast. We get 1.5 ducats or gold or whatever every month. So let me calculate. That's 150 or 15 gold roughly in 10 months, which means 18 a year. At that rate it would take me, well, about 10 years, a little bit longer. Will I survive that? I think so. It might just be that my vassals become restless if I take too long, but we'll see. I'm not sure whether that happens before you're actually a Viking yet. So we'll see. We could just go to war when they become angry. Anyway, another daughter was born, which is good. She's called Alfred. Do we have an Alfred yet? Should check, just to be sure, because it's not fun when... Yeah, well, no, that's this one. So yeah, that's fine. Alfred. Sounds a bit like my wife, Alfhilder. And even though she... Oh, there we go. You've been at peace too long. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So let's just take them one at a time. Let's just this is my friend actually, so Let's take this one first. Declare war. Subjugation of Sweden. It's fine. Could actually do this. Maybe they can conquer it for me and it doesn't cost me any money. Seems fine. See if that works. There we go. Look at it. You can't beat that. Jesus Christ. Wonderful. You can get some technology. Oh, actually I should have read that. Sorry. Next time. I promise. So we could get one of these. And what it does is this this reduces my build time and cost. It's fine. That might actually be a good thing because before we can build anything it will be at least cheaper. So let's get that, and I guess castle infrastructure. Fine. So they're fighting now. This guy lost, but now we get a lot bigger fight, and now our enemy is lost, and they'll probably follow him into Vermaland, take his land, and right now we're still making money. So this works out fine, I think, probably. So yeah, he's getting into another fight. My son Ragnarr hardly eats anything in fear of turning fat. That's good. Gives extra stewardship. Church likes it. Other temperate people like it. I could make an example for court, which someone doesn't like it. That's my spy master. I guess he's a fat one then. Yeah, he's gluttonous. But I gained some or he gained some prestige. Does he need prestige? Oh, he does actually. Let's see. His prestige is here. It's like a half. I don't know. Could get some piety. Don't need that either. You could make him gluttonous. No, I think temperate is fine. So yeah, he becomes temperate. King Sigurd Ring has inherited the chiefdom of Jernberaland from Thorbjorn. Of Jernberaland. What is this again? Is this area? Oh, fine. That gets us over the limit. Hey. Oh, of course. So yeah, we should give it away to someone. I'm not sure who yet. I believe I looked at this last time because we had the same issue last time, and this guy already has something else. Yeah, he's got that bit, which I don't want to make larger. So we probably should use someone from court who already likes us. We've got a court chaplain we could use, some courtiers, and of course some sons. Let's see. Do we have a good court chaplain? No, he's not that great. So we could just give it to him, and then we probably could still make him. There we go. Appoint new one. Sure, whatever. Oh, he's got 16 power. So that's actually worked out well because we didn't have to fire anyone. We have a better court chaplain now. That's all good. It's all great. I think we're still religious unity. We've got that going on. Yeah, we do. So we don't need him to do any of that. We can build a zeal, I'm sure. Fine. Good. Okay. Call allies into war. Well, we don't really need to. We can keep this one here. Do we have control over him? No? Maybe? Apparently not. He might be linked, actually. And we've got we won the war actually, so we can just offer him peace. And now he's part of our country, without us having to do anything. That was actually a great war. That worked out fine. That was great. Can we banish him? Oh, we could get some gold. Good, fine, gold for me. This is going well. This is a daughter of ours. That doesn't really matter. Could, yeah, that's fine. Just a random courtier. She really doesn't matter. We just marry her off later. It's fine. So yeah, Svithjod is growing larger. Look at it. It's going great. And our gold is going well as well. So let's see actually whether what I was saying was actually correct. So we cycled through. King. Yeah, look, the kingdom is now cheaper. So I think that the more land we have from Svithjod, the cheaper it is. Great. So look at it. It only costs 288 now. So we're only 110 off. We still have the title loss on succession issue, but yeah, it's going fine. Now we just have to hope that we don't die too early, which might be jinxing it. Can we kill, declare war on him? No, we can't. No casus belli. I guess we would need something like subjugation of Saxony. What is this? Saxony? Yeah, it actually is the kingdom of Saxony as well. So if we have a subjugation CB on it, I think we can only do it once every 10 years or once every life. I'm not sure. Yeah, we need that before we can do anything. Right, a rumor about a spy sneaking around my own castle was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. We could behead him and get ruthless, giving us some martial, but also having a vassal opinion penalty for temple vassals. Or we could get some piety, but we don't need piety. It is an issue though. I guess it's because of this faction. There's quite a few people in there actually. Oh damn. Guess I'll gain some piety, it's fine. Do we need know of any plots? Actually we do, and we could click this to automatically stop any that pop up. Is anyone important in here? Fine. Let's end some plots. Ooh. You've been stomping around the whole day, grinding your teeth, and suddenly you realize why you have been in a bad mood all day. You just can't seem to abide having lazy people around you anymore. So I would have a chance to lose Slothful, and no, someone else losing Slothful, which is Jorvalder of Öland. He could also dislike me for 36 months, which is 3 years. Let's see who this guy is actually. Find title. He no, that's title. I don't need title. I need character. No. Can't find it. Who is this guy? Is he actually a person? No, that's probably my court. I don't want it in my court. Search all. I don't know who this is. You know what? I could gain stress, which is the least chance with this one, so we're gonna go with this one. I don't care whether that guy hates me, because I can't find him. Saxony actually got some land from Bavaria over here in the Netherlands, where I'm from, so go Saxony, I guess. Better than Bavaria? I don't know. It's all jumble right now. Oh! Something happened. Someone inherited. We have too many vassals now. That's an issue. Right, if you have too many vassals and you die, you actually lose one of your vassals. But right now I'm not going to be concerned about it, because I think our vassal limit is raised when we become a higher title. So it should be fine. So Telemarchian subjugation of Norway on some guy. So actually, he's under us. That's actually good. He's going to extend our own country, I think. Maybe. Possibly. Or maybe he becomes independent. Which I hope won't happen. But you never know. I wonder if you can actually prepare an invasion. No, that's really something for Vikings only. Okay. We can become friends with Bjorn. And he really is no one. Your daily routine involves swinging blades at a training dummy, but you can only learn so much from fighting with an inanimate enemy. And it gets kind of dull after a while. Well, yeah. So we can become friends with someone. And Alfhilder is pregnant again. She's like a baby factory at the moment. Although, we don't know if it's our child this time. Does she have a friend now? She was going to have a friend, but I can't find any. Right. Lately, your son Ragnarr has taken to wearing a pair of heavy, shaggy breeches for protection while practicing his combat skills. Because of this, your kinsmen and friends have started calling him Ragnarr Lodbrok. I guess that means lead trousers? Probably? I like it! He becomes strong, which is great. It gives extra martial, extra diplomacy, extra fertility, extra health, extra everything. And he also becomes diligent, which gives us +1 up on everything. I mean, he just becomes great. He's already becoming great. Ragnarr Lodbrok. So right now I'm just waiting for the next time that people complain about us not doing anything, and then I'll fight someone again, probably one of these, which is an issue because these guys are not Norse. So if you look at the religion, they're actually Samanescu, which I guess is a somewhat Finnish religion, because Finland is actually called Suomi. My liege, the people of Constantinople have progressed because beyond our own technological level. Well, that's not hard, I don't think. I've managed to study their advancements, and the documents enclosed here should help us reach their level. I hope you will find this to your satisfaction. Your humble spy master, Sjaelland. Well, that's actually good. So, yeah, thank you. Also, their culture is Lappish over here, while we are Norse. So yeah, we would need some work on those two if we get their land. Alternatively, we could still get this one, and he's no longer our ally, so I guess his father died or something. Possibly. No? Who was the leader here? It was a friend of me, right? Well, I did attack him, so maybe that's why he's no longer an enemy or an ally. History is a subject that has always fascinated you, and you have spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great. There are many lessons to be learned from his conquests in the East. So yeah, he was a guy who came from Macedon, which I'm not actually sure whether that's modern-day Macedonia or modern-day Macedon province in Greece. So, but either way, he was a Greek person who conquered pretty much a lot here. Like somewhere around here. Anyway, I should devote more time to studying this. It gives us a student of strategy. It gives us extra martial until the end of days. Here you can see, by the way, the end date, which is January 1st, 1453, which is when this game ends. And then we can actually export it and play on in Europa Universalis. My liege, my mission to Sjaelland has so far been a success. During my visit to the court of Revvenge of Sjaelland, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and peaceful ruler you really are, and he sends his regards. He still hates my guts. But he is not in the factions, so maybe what I could do is take him away from there and put him in the court of one of the factions. Maybe this one. He is from there. Where is he seated? Where is he? I think reigning in Angermanland. So yeah, that's there. So this guy can go over there. Hopefully improve relations with that guy so that he hopefully dissolves or at least leaves the faction, which would be great. Next to me, by the way, we can see that heir is growing and might soon actually create Finland. It's great. Well, for them anyway. We probably want to conquer them in the future. A daughter was born to King Sigurdur Ring and Alfhildr the Unfaithful, named Hrognhildr. We don't have that one yet. Just checking. Nope. Okay, it's fine. Welcome to the family. At least now she's only producing girls. It's good. So we're getting ever closer to the money we need. Right now we would need 282. So yeah. And you can see actually we have become a grey person as we turned 50. We turned 50 in December, and now we're grey. At 50 you always go grey. It all happened so quickly, and I barely registered the events. A noble had been attacked and was dragged away from us by the kidnappers. I'll save you! Which is Godi, our chancellor. Which is actually this guy, I think. So I'll save you! This might go horribly wrong. Godi Thorbrandr was subject to an attempted kidnapping today, and he is clearly shocked by the experience. He will learn something from it, which gives me content, which isn't great. Look, I'll lose some intrigue, and do I have ambitious at the moment? No. Well, that's fine then. And he gains ambitious. I don't want me to get content and him to give him ambitious. That seems foolish. I could get just, which I don't have already. Might actually even remove my cruel. So, and that gives me stewardship and learning. It's great, yeah. Deserved it, makes arbitrary, which I can't remember whether this or this is the, like the opposite trait to just. I think arbitrary is definitely, but I don't know whether cruel is. So I'm just gonna go with this one now. It's actually an extra one, so well, it's fine, you know. I believe people actually do like it when you're just, except when they are not. So this will actually help probably. Someone hates me. This guy probably is not just. He's cruel. Oh, actually, he does like that. We are just. It's that guy from Öland, which we couldn't find before. And one of our child selects a guardian. That's my third son, so I don't care about him. Can be educated by anyone. So, wow, sorry about that. Oh, the iconoclast faith is triumphant, which means that the Orthodox faith is now a heresy. The adherents of the Orthodox faith have steadily dwindled to the point where iconoclast believers are in the majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Orthodox faith to a de facto heresy. All former Orthodox holy orders are now iconoclast. So that is something that is happening over here in the Byzantine Empire. Basically everyone has become iconoclast. Probably this guy is also iconoclast, yeah. So he and this guy, oh well, actually it seems they all are, or pretty much everyone. Maybe some aren't, we'll see. I can't find any actual Orthodox people at the moment. Armenian, well, he's actually Miaphysite. Well, so basically now, normally it's the Orthodox faith. This is actually something that used to happen a lot back when Old Gods was the latest expansion. What would happen is that simply all their their emperor was already iconoclast, and it would always happen that iconoclast became the dominant religion. Right now I think they fixed it to a level where usually at least there is a good chance that he becomes orthodox rather than the whole country becoming iconoclast. But apparently it's still a thing that can swing both ways, which is good. That's the good thing about this game, I feel, is that it is history, but it doesn't exactly simulate it like move for move, because that would be boring. That would just mean that you are looking at the map changing over history, which is interesting to look at in itself, but it isn't much of a game. It's just looking at a map evolve. And right now, this way, it starts at a somewhat historical start, and from there it evolves, and there is a good chance of or at least there is a chance that historical things happen the way they did, but there's also a good chance that they don't happen. And you can see that actually when you go this far back, we started in like 700 something. So there is a very low chance that, you know, by 1066 you will see that a Norman guy from Normandy over here tries to take over the formed Kingdom of England, while Norway is also attacking them. That's something that is most likely not going to happen, but you know, it is actually, there is a small chance that it actually might happen. I mean, the chance is there. If you play this game a million times, maybe it would happen. Anyway, a large merchant caravan from distant lands has arrived at the gates of your stronghold. Their leader, a jovial man of massive girth, pleads with you in a strange accent to grant them shelter from the elements for the night. I could choose this one, very well, let them in, or I could send them away and they can sleep in a ditch. I'm gonna let them in. I think it actually benefits us. As the evening falls, the fat merchant sits by the fire and regales you and the rest of the court with stories of his travels. His appetite seems insatiable, which explains his large girth. But as you do not wish to prove a poor host, you order the servants to bring a second serving. Tell us more about this mythical realm of Hindustan, which is over here. This is Hindustan. Modern day India. Dawn breaks and the caravan prepares to move on. The merchant insists on leaving you a gift as a thanks of your great hospitality. Well, thank you. He shouts a terse command in a foreign language and a young man comes forward. This eunuch will serve you well, the merchant says. His loyalty to you, his new master, shall be beyond reproach. Sure. I think that it's not nice to send a gift away, although it's a bit weird that we get something of a slave eunuch. But apparently he's a soldier, so maybe we are now Daenerys Targaryen, the grey-bearded guy. Anyway, I think that has been enough for today. Hopefully next time we can actually finally form the Kingdom of Sweden. We are well on our way for the money that we need. If we look at it, we actually are. Oh, that's the wrong one. This one. We only need about about 65 gold, something like that, and then we can get it. So that would be very nice. That's something I look forward to doing next time. And I hope you liked this video. I hope actually that the sound is better than the last video, which you could see at City Skylines. It should be better. And if you did like the video, please like it down below. And subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you guys next time. Cheerio.